Hey, Joe, what was your analysis of the offensive performance last week?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we played very good, to be honest with you. We put our defense in short field several times. We can't do that. We talked about that all week, and didn't give our defense a chance there, especially early in the game. I thought in the second half, I thought we did some good things. John Stephen did some good things moving the ball and in the zone read and things like that. So he did a good job there coming in and putting us in the end zone.
Hey, Joe, specifically, yeah, what'd you like about John Stephen Jones? And Chad said you guys are going to reevaluate quarterback this week. Kind of how does that go in your mind? This the process this week.
Yeah, I mean, but we had a package for John Stephen last week, and I thought he came in and did a nice job. We worked it last week a little bit, and I thought he came in and did a nice job of that. And again, we'll continue to grow that and continue to get him reps as well.
Joe, you guys had some drops and missed throws and stuff, but have you been a part of a game where there was only one catch by a wide receiver before? Were you surprised to see that statistic at the end of the game?
No, yeah, I was very surprised. Obviously, we had some batted balls. Try to get trailing the ball over the middle. Ball got batted down. We had a couple others that, I thought we could have done a better job, but I've never been a part of that. It's just something we talked about yesterday. We had Mike Woods open, on a seam ball for a touchdown. We missed him. But yeah, that was something that was new to us. We knew going into the game that their DBs were pretty good, and credit to them. I mean, they did a good job of locking us down for the most part on the outside. On the inside, I thought we did a good job of getting open. We just got some balls batted down and overthrew Mike. But, yeah, I've never been a part of a game like that. We knew going in we were going to have to, work our running back a little bit more in the pass game. That was kind of the plan, working their linebackers and pass coverage. We felt like we had a good little mismatch there, which worked a couple times for us, and we were able to hit some, good third downs. 2 third downs we had were hitting the running back. So it's kind of the plan going in, but, yeah, I've never been a part of a game like that.
Those batted balls have kind of been an issue throughout the year, whether it been Nick or been a quarterback. Do you know what the cause of that is?
Yeah, I think, good D linemen getting their hands up. We got to do a better job of sometimes cutting them down. Coach Fry's talked to me, and we talk to our quarterbacks all the time about, hey, if we know the ball's going to come out, let's try to cut them, get their hands down. We have a deal at practice. We have a big, big screen kind of thing that they have to throw around in Skelly and stuff like that. And we always talk about, hey, you got to find a throwing lane. And when guys are getting their hands up, you got to try to fit it. Number one, either get their hands down or find a throwing lane. You can't throw over the top of them. I think the other night we were trying to throw over the top of them.
Chad said Colton Jackson is calling it a career with the injuries, and just any comments on him and just the offensive line in general with all the injuries. Kind of who do you go with this week?
Yeah, it's kind of this late in the year, you're always going to have that. We feel like we're prepared for that. We've worked in fall camp, a lot of split fields, getting a lot of guys some reps. Where if this happened, we feel like we've got some guys that have at least got some experience. We try to get ready to that really at the beginning of the year. It's sad to see Colton. I love Colton to death. He's a guy that we felt like he's always taking great notes. He was a leader in that room. Trying to get the other guys going. And he's been a warrior. He's fought through a lot of pain that a lot of people don't know about. In our 2 years that we've been here, he's fought through a lot. And I think he's just kind of to the point of his career. Last week at practice, you could see him. He was trying to push through it again, and it was just killing him. So it's really sad news to see him have to step away. But like I said, we love Colton.
Speak to Mississippi State's scheme defensively, what they're trying to do, and they've lost a lot of personnel, but what you think of them?
Yeah, I mean, they did a really nice job against us last year. Obviously, we felt like this defense was the best defense we played all year last year, from top to bottom, from the front D line to the back end. So, they've got a great scheme. They pressure the quarterback. They try to get a lot of pressure. Bringing different guys. It's kind of like a Coach Chavis defense. They're bringing pressure from everywhere a lot. So we'll have to be ready for that. Some guys that really stand out. Obviously, number 6, he's only played in 2 games. He's got 2 games, I think, remaining, if I understand the ruling right. And highly anticipate him playing against us. He's a really good player. He's fast. instinctive. He's a really good player for them. I like number 32 as well. I think he's a really good player. He likes to pressure the quarterback, get after the quarterback, and he's got a lot of speed as well. And their back end, they're really long. I know number 1's a true freshman. He's a young guy, but he's really long. Number 3 is a really good player. You know, and they got some good players up front too. So I know Lee Autry, number 90, he's played in I think 3 games, so he's got 1 remaining. We'll see if he plays against us. I don't know.
I know you said that during the open date, you know, KJ Jefferson made some pretty significant progress. Kind of how's he progressed since then, and how close do you think he is to being able to play if you guys were to make that call?
Yeah, I mean he's done a really good job since the bye week. He's really done some good things. You know, since really that week, every week he's progressing. Every week he's learning. Again, I think I mentioned this last week or week before. He's been in every one of my meetings and listening and answering questions. So he's doing a really good job, and I think he's really developing himself and getting ready. That it?
He played so well against Colorado State, you know, when it got tied, and he had a really good series there. What's the difference between him in that time frame and what's going on right now?
Well, I think the week after that game, I think was tough on him. You know, whatever it may have been. You know, I think he lost a lot of confidence in that game, and we've tried to, you know, bring his confidence back. I felt like he, you know, last week going into the Alabama game, I felt like he was starting to feel it again. You know, but we just got to continue to love on him, be there for him, and try to work him through this process.
Just with that 4-game redshirt rule, I mean, you looking to work any freshmen in this last few ball games?
Yeah, I would love to. We'd love to play some, but again, we're going to play the players that we think give us the best chance to win. And if those guys are one of those guys, we'll play them. But there's a lot of guys we you know, feel like are doing a really good job and probably have earned some playing time. So if you see them in there, that's why. But again, we're going to play the best players, give us the best chance to win.
You guys are right there against A&M. Kentucky had a shot to win, and then the last 2 weeks, obviously, you're playing, you know, great teams, but not very many points, not a lot of offense. Do you see it as a step back at all, or is it more about the competition level? And do you have to rebuild any confidence with your guys?
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot this week. I mean, you know, like you said, I think Auburn and Alabama are 2 of the best defenses in our conference. So hopefully, you know, we can, not saying Mississippi State's not. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying those guys we just faced were pretty good. And we've got to get back on track for sure, like you said. And we're looking forward to an opportunity this week to do that. All right, thanks, guys.